What it is, guys, this is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming at you with another Dragon Ball Super review. Need to come up with an intro or something that differentiates this. I'm working on something in my head, but differentiates it from my Dokkan Battle content. I just need to separate it here, but neither here nor there, just brainstorming. Guys, episode 97. Holy shit. How good was that? Now, that doesn't say I don't have my criticisms. I remember when I first started watching this episode, my first impression of it was, really? Because, I mean, for those that watch One Piece, it felt like watching an episode of One Piece. Because if you guys watch One Piece at all, like currently, like when we first started off, it was beautiful, it was great. We got like whole episodes of content. Anymore, it's like a chapter an episode, if even that. You start up an episode, and as soon as the intro gets going, you just walk into the other room, pour yourself a glass of water, make dinner, bake a cake, change your oil in your car, come back. It's not quite done yet. You walk off. It is a long. Because they do your intro, they do the character intro, they do the Luffy intro, they do then the previous episode, and then like you're now 8 minutes into the episode. So I'm like, well, shit. That's like literally, it's like 5 or 6 minutes in the episode. It's insane. So I remember with this, I was like, because you got the intro, which they said we're going to get a new intro. All they did was change a few things. They changed all the boost stuff with Frieza. I'm okay with that. I still like the intro. I miss Boogie back. I legitimately miss Boogie back. I don't like this new outro, but I thought everything about the old outro was better, including the build-up. But anyway, so we get into the episode at 3 minutes 45 seconds, and then they start doing the build-up for the fight. I'm like, we've done this for a couple episodes now. We know the rules. You don't need to recap this stuff. The only thing I did like, they had all the characters show up and, all of them stare each other down. The only one I did like was the Universe 9 behind, we're talking about Universe 3 in a minute, Universe 9 behind Frieza, and Frieza with this just demonic look on his face. I loved that. But then we just keep bullshitting. They keep showing repeat shots and all this garbage. And I know this episode has been blasted, for lack of a better word, for reusing animation. But guys, it's anime. They do it all the damn time. They do it all the damn time. And if you're talking about making a long tournament like this, go back and look at Dragon Ball Z. Look at how often they reused animation in Z. So, if you're going to build a long tournament, and if you're going to have top-notch animation, you got to expect some repeat frames. I'm sorry, guys. That's life. So, that's animation in general. But so finally, at 8.5 freaking minutes into the episode, Daishinkan fight. Now, from that point on, I am engaged. Because immediately, it's just like it erupts. This is fire and ki blasts and energy and everything just destroying the stage. Oh, I loved that. And you get, even the Zenos are like you get the reflections in their eyes and everything. I loved that. And of course, Goku in Universe 7 standing in a group and all the ki energy going everywhere. And it was so exciting. And of course, as anyone could have predicted, Goku's like, cool, I'm out. It just bolts. I love it. And of course, what happens, he immediately runs into Special K from Universe 4. So I'm like, I don't remember his real name. He's Special K to me. He is. Anyway, so naturally, I expected Vegeta to be the next one off. So, but it's 17. 17's like, oh, it's cool to leave? Bye. And then 18 took off. And I expected 18... I knew 18 was going to go, but I expected her to hang around a little longer. I expect her to have just a shred more loyalty than even Vegeta. And then Vegeta's just like, yep, bye. Now, the last person to leave was Frieza. The hell. But yeah, he just wanders off. And you're like, dude, what a bad... Just like walking into the field of explosions and then just starts unleashing random ki blasts. And throughout the episode, he does that. He's just like, cool, bye, bye. I love that. I'm like, oh, fuck, yes. Wreck him. Wreck him. Now, I still don't understand why Gohan was shocked here. Everyone else was like, yep, that's a thing. Yeah, Gohan, come on. You had to know better. You're smarter than that. And Beerus' frustration is unfounded, too. Like, dude, you had to know. Your team's full of idiots. Now, I did love Narirama. Oh, coming out of the box with that spin attack, man. Holy shit. I didn't expect him to do it. I expected him to wait a little longer. But, I mean, I guess, really, that they kind of just built him to do one thing. And that's, well, two things. Knock everyone out and suction himself to the ring. Now, it's important to note, remember that even though characters are incapacitated, until they're knocked out of the ring, they're still technically in it. So, as he does this spin attack, I expected that to, I mean, it starts wrecking dudes. I expected that to launch more people out of the ring. I expected him to be one of the people that just empties the ring. Him and that pink pig dude who we'll get to shortly. But naturally, Hit jacks him up. That's understandable. Now, the one thing I'm curious about Hit, I want to know your opinion below. Do you think he's going to be able to use the time skip? Can he create a pocket universe, or does maybe his pocket universe follow him into the world of Void? Interesting. I don't know how it works. We'll see. We shall see. Now, and of course, Basil gets in the action. They both each kick a hand. Basil, like, almost just mirroring Hit, which Basil kind of aggravated me this episode. I thought he was over-touted. Because he also gets the first ring out. He knocks out the flying chick from Universe 10. I think it's 10. It's 10, right? Yeah, I think it's 10. Anyway. Yeah, it is, because it's Gawasu's universe. So, yeah. Knocks her out. And I both like and dislike this. Because, yeah, she couldn't fly. Because she forgot to. It's kind of dumb. And it kind of spoils it in a way. Like, it does show they're still vulnerable. I get she was kind of like a sacrificial lamb to show that the other flying person, the only other flyer in the entire tournament, is still susceptible. But at the same rate, I think it just I don't know. I think it kind of broke the tension for him, too. So we'll see what he does shortly. But, so she gets wrecked. She falls off. Remember, we got that spoiler, quote-unquote, fake spoiler a while back that said both Frieza was going to defect and people were going to die when they fall off. I am convinced more than ever that was a Toei thing. Because you watch her fall off, you watch it get really, really, really dark. And then she just kind of inverts and falls in the bleachers. Now, it explains why the bleachers are so big. But the whole thing could have been predictable to begin with. So she's not necessarily dead yet. She just kind of gets, brought back there to get reprimanded. Another interesting tidbit, and we'll discuss it more, but notice it's always the future Zeno that knocks him out. I think that's going to be critical, because here you have the present Zeno, who's like, hey, I get the next one. How about that? And the future Zeno's like, sure, buddy. We'll see how that works out. And I love this shot of 18 fighting the red-haired chick. Almost looks like a cross between, I don't know, every fighting chick ever in every anime/game. But anyway, it's nice to see that 18 can go toe-to-toe with the Pride Troopers. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And naturally, and I like him's different universes. It's almost like they know. Seven's always going to be a target. But we know Botamo's no freaking joke. And Lavender isn't much of one either. So we don't know about the rest of these guys. We find out shortly. Naturally, they get surrounded. And then they leap into the air. And what happens? Everyone does their special attack. You get the solar flare. You get the Makako Seppo, you get Kienzan, you get random Ki Blast from Gohan, which I expected more out of him, and Roshi's Kamehameha. Now, I expected that to do at least a little bit of damage, but they just shrug it the hell off. That's... I'll be real with you, that's a bit intimidating. Now, we know Gohan's not powered up in his mystic form, but that's still intimidating. And naturally, now, you get that interaction between the sumo pig guy and, I can't remember his name, starts with a D, and Basil, who I called Lavender in the last episode, but it's Basil. So, I never get their names right. But anyway, so this whole interaction kind of proves my point I said last time. He is going to be a tank. You can just tell by the way he's built and the fact that he's a sumo wrestler. He is going to tank the crap out of some shots. So he takes a triple shot from Basil and just kind of clenches his fist, steadies himself, and then just releases it. I thought that was so awesome. Yes. I cannot wait for it to see him do more. He does come back at him a little bit later too, but then we got to talk about Goku and Jiren. They are building this the hell up. He locks eyes with Toppo, and every time he locks eyes with Toppo, something happens. And they show you Jiren. And then, of course, Jiren and Goku lock eyes. And immediately, as always, something else happens. Now, in this case, Jiren is then approached by this kind of like half Frieza, half garlic looking dude. And I love the fact that Jiren just stares him down. And he's like, just kidding. JK. Yeah, Vermouth's like, that's my boy. That's my boy. Which, I don't know why the Hakaishi would be like that, but I guess Beerus hangs out with Goku, it kind of makes sense. Anyway. Yeah, Goku. You got Jiren. Your OTP is building up, and Goku gets yoinked off by Nink. And Nink is an interesting character, because I think he's both good and bad for this episode. Good, because, yeah, he tanked a couple shots from Goku. Like, he is nothing but muscle, not an ounce of brain, just frickin' brawn and tanking. And what does he do? He drags him over to the edge. Now, we know Goku's not going to fall off. They have already built up the fight between him and Jiren. And on top of that, well, I'm just aggravated that Goku just did this, like, Ghost Kaioken, or Ghost, I'm sorry, not Kaioken, Ghost Blue. Overused. Absolutely. He could have easily done it with Golden. Especially makes more sense with Golden, because remember, Golden just exudes ki. It's just ki. So, it could have been so much better. Anyway, Goku's back on the arena. Yeah, so, he's just kind of like, Anyway, and, I was watching Geekdom's video, and Geekdom had a really good point. It doesn't matter anyway, because he could just use the instant transmission and just back on the stage. So, which gives us even more peril about the Yard Rat coming up. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I love the fact that Nings is just over there getting just like, he's like, didn't work. And back to the Zenos. Now, once again, notice, remember Zeno promised. He said, oh, yeah, sure, I'll let you have the next one. And he doesn't. He just does it again. And even in the preview, they show what looks like the future Zeno based on his position here. I mean, he's just... It's almost like he's mad with power. And I've talked about it in previous videos. There's something up with the future Zeno. We already know that. But what it is. And then, of course, the biggest... I mean, we already got this in a spoiler. Goku gets surrounded. But what the hell? He's surrounded by the trio of danger, and I'm not even try to pronounce it in the French. And then freaking the Skeksis looking asshole and Carrot from One Piece. Yeah, I love her character design, but like legit, it's Carrot. So I'm like, God damn it. Unless that's Zorama, they don't stand a chance. We've already seen Goku wrecking Basil since we got this intro. Hell, since we got the preview for the damn arc. Like 6 months ago. So we know that Goku in his base form is just going to destroy not Basil, Bergamo. We already know that. And of course, the whole team has to be there because it's been the Basil show for some damn reason. But all this fake tension. You could have had much better dudes surrounding Goku. I get it that universe is dicks and they have something against him, which I guess kind of rightfully so. But still, all this fake tension, guys. Just I don't necessarily want Goku to beat up Jiren right away, but I want some stronger dudes for Goku to face, some new people. You're just delaying the inevitable. Anyway, guys, those are my feels on episode 97. Yes, it took too damn long to get started, and they kind of wasted Goku in a way, but I don't know. We shall see. Anyway, guys, if you like this, go ahead and hit that old like button. Let me know what you thought below. Comment section is always handy. I've been getting some great feedback lately, guys, and every bit of feedback is useful. So let me know what you think. I also do have the Gleam campaign going on down below. I have the Android 18 figure. I'll put the link for the video for that as well. Giving that away. I'm going to move that forward at some point. It's not going to be October. It's going to be much, much, much sooner. So, guys, time's running out. All you got to do is sub. That's it. There's other ways you can get extra things too, but hit that old Gleam campaign. Hit me up on Booker for more info, and I will lay your ass out with another review in next time.